I am Mark Stewart, and when I was 10 years old, I was a pretty good marksman. Okay? I didn't have dad training me, but camp counselors helped me and other boys to shoot pretty accurately with 22 rifles and safely. And they brought us at times pistols. Safe, pretty accurate, and usable by, yes, even 10-year-olds. I bring this up because I, today, would trust a well-trained 10-year-old to defend himself and others in a classroom like in Uvalde, Texas. Children who are trained in firearm use down in South Texas are almost certainly better than I was and can be very good now when instructed about threats. Okay? They're not stupid. And 99.999% of firearm use is for not bad. And what choice do they have? Sit there like ducks in a school classroom, a gun-free zone that a monster breached? Or defend themselves and others as they'd be partly trained to do and allowed to do if you had parents that can assess the training of a few kids who would be deputized. Okay, all it takes in a 20-person classroom is 10%. Two well-trained kids would have kept the monster in Uvalde from getting off more than 4 shots. Okay, there might be 2 or 3 dead, but not 12. Children would have to be, yes, certified by parents who would make an entrusting, really a document that shows the rest of the consenting parents that these are people in our midst who, if absolutely necessary, know the use of firearms, would use it better than police who might not be there on time or who, as we saw in Uvalde, are trained instead to manage conflict instead of stop it. So we, the parents of 4th graders at blank elementary school, deputize Bobby McGee, Homer Pritchard, Natasha Ramos, Stacy Betancourt, Chanhao Chu. These 5 could be the 4th grade protectors. If that sounds like you're giving parents a lot of choice, good. Because what happened in Uvalde is the best argument for choice in schools that you could ever make, because now lives are on the line. Okay, there's huge, great arguments, I've been making them for a dozen years, about the wisdom of choice in schools for parents. That's to set curriculum, that's to set standards for athletics, that's to set how much, if any, SEL is involved. But now, when social emotional learning could be out the window because kids are dead, choice in how you're going to protect those kids totally makes sense. Some parents will end up wanting the government issue and hardened targets, as somebody in politics has recently claimed, making a school almost a military zone. Make it a civil place, like up until a few years ago schools always were. And civil included adults, certainly, that could carry weapons. And if a child in the Old West was carrying, I don't think those weapons were taken away. When civil boys and girls are well trained, they are the best protectors of everyone else. I'm Mark Stewart.